all this stuff in context. And you know what I want to do? And I tried to do this, and very few people heard it. I think the big thing that came out of this, Xander, was that the run game showed up and that people were encouraged with the run game today because people were saying, even Jalen Hurts said this today. He said, we ran the ball effectively today, which is encouraging, is it not?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what this team needs, Sills. I mean, we've talked about it a lot. I think you're right in what you say that, you want obviously the passing game to be better, but they're not going to become a passing focal team. And by the way, I don't know that that's a bad thing. You see a lot of passing teams in the NFL that don't have the level of success that the Eagles have had the last 5 years.
Cowboys.
So, yeah, exactly. Perfect example. So that's not to say that passing the football isn't a positive. I mean, you want to be able to do that well, but I think you're right in terms of, the number one thing that this team has to do this year is run the ball. And then can Jalen fill it in, where you need him to fill it in with the passing game? I think that's where you want to be. I'm optimistic. I mean, look, Devontae doesn't play today. We already know that the depth at receiver is not what it once was. They don't have the level of talent they had in previous years when A.J. Brown was here. No Smitty today. I mean, you're relying on, did Dontavian Wicks, who looks pretty good, but the rest of the guys to try and go out and perform versus a pretty good secondary. Now, they were missing Christian Gonzalez. They have a pretty good team, but overall, I thought it was good. And I'll say this about the defense. I'm happy that the defense got their ass handed to them. That defense, they hear a lot of good. Anybody who says NFL players don't hear what's being talked about doesn't know what they're doesn't.
If you don't think NFL players read their press clippings, they do.
100%. So, the defense has been getting a lot of praise, and I think we all feel pretty good about the talent and the coaching on that side of the ball. This is not an indictment on them at all, but maybe it is lock in. We got some good teams coming up. We're gonna have good talent this year that we're playing against. If you rest on your laurels for even 1 second in this league, you're gonna get passed. So I kind of like that the defense got beat up a little bit today. Obviously, you don't want the defense to get beat up, but I'm saying it's maybe a good reality check for them versus the offense. They don't need a reality check. That they haven't been good in a while. So I think it's a positive for the defense, but I'm excited about the running game. And I did read a little bit more about the interceptions today. Doesn't sound like they were all Hurts. A couple of them bounced off some hands, maybe a bad route by Britton Covey, so we'll see. But first joint practice in the books, and the Patriots got the better of them. We're not the best team in the world anymore. We got to go and earn that.
How about this? What you said, that there was context to the interceptions. Well, Xander, when you have high volume and you increase the volume, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get plays where receivers break routes, tips, bad behind the throws, a receiver not running that right route, cutting it off. Isn't that what you're going to get with inexperience? Not inexperience, but guys who haven't been in the same system for the last 4 years, right? I mean, you're going to here's my take. I don't think you're ever going to be. I don't give a shit if it's a West Coast offense, an East Coast offense, a Mexican offense. When it comes to your passing game, you're just not going to be exceptional on that side.
Mexican offense, that's new.
You're going to be exceptional when you run the ball.
Well, and again, like we said before, it's not the sexiest way to play football, but it's in many ways a very successful way to play football. I mean, when I was a kid, and I'm not professing to know it all, but one of the first things I ever learned about the game of football was run the ball and stop the run.
Totally.
Run the ball, stop the run. Run the ball, stop the run. It's like the first thing you learn in Pop Warner. It's one of the most fundamental parts of the game. I love fundamentals. I think one of the things that drives me crazy about the NBA today is that nobody plays fundamental basketball anymore because it's so much more threes and everything like that. But I think when in doubt, when you're struggling, get back to the fundamentals. Get back to the fundamentals of the game, and I think I'm in wait and see mode still on the O-line, Sills, in terms of this new offense. In theory, it should help them more, but Landon is a bruiser. I don't know how he's going to do in this wide zone. Maybe he'll do good. I mean, I think he's a great talented player. Lane, I think, will be good. Cam, I think, will be good.
A
And
lot will be
Mailata,
exceptional.
I think, could be exceptional. I'm with you on
Yep.
that. But
Yep.
and Steen, I actually think will be all right too, because
Yeah, I do.
he's pretty mobile. I think Landon, I guess, is the big question there. But look, they start running the ball this year. I think you're going to be
They're
in a
going to
good
win a lot of
situation.
games.
Because, dude, it'll help the defense too, right?
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
did 41 minutes of offense the Ravens had in that preseason game. I mean, tough to play defense that way, man. It is.
Well, the story was A.J. Brown, as you saw the pit and all the people around him. John Clark just posted this a couple minutes ago. A.J. says it's all love for the Eagles and Eagle players. He says he has not spoken to Hurts since the trade. Devontae Smith says he did not talk to A.J. after the joint practice today. A.J. says he loves Eagle fans. I saw a ton of players taking pictures with A.J. that were Eagle guys. Almost the entire football team went up, and those guys showed a lot of love. There were just a couple guys that didn't want to be involved in the circus, I don't think. And again, I'm not making anything of it. I'm asking you what you think of it.
Well, I mean, AJ's a polarizing figure, and we all knew he was going to be a big part of the discussion today. I think it's obvious him and Hurts don't like each other. I mean, I don't really care whether they like each other or not. I think they're both being a little catty about it.
Childish.
I mean, a little childish. I mean, just go up there, tap the dude up, and walk away. But again, I don't have the benefit of knowing what the hell happened. So maybe something happened. Maybe something. Doesn't it feel more personal to you at this point? I mean, you're not even able to go up and say hi to him at a joint practice.
Big Dom said hi.
Yeah, so I think maybe
you see that video. You see that video of Big Dom waiting for him when he came out. He was waiting for him.
Yeah, AJ had a good practice too. I mean, look, this is where sometimes Eagle fans bother me. Like, the guy left the Eagles. We didn't forget he could play football, guys, right? I mean, he did just have 5,000 yards for us in 4 seasons. I mean, he did put up 32 touchdowns. He was a big part of the team. I mean, we're not going to sit here and be surprised that he had a good practice. He's a freaking good player. He's a great player. Not even good. He's a great player. So look, it's a part of the storyline. I'm more with you where it's a story. We're a sports talk show, man. It's a story. I'm tired of the story, but my opinions don't supersede what the stories are and what the narrative is. So good for AJ. He had a good day. Let's see how he has this year. AJ's a good player, though.
Okay.
He's a childish guy, though, man. Childish dude, man. Holy crap.
Well, that's kind of his pre-draft, who he is. Everybody knows he's this guy is petty.